Man, not just TJ, all our backup guys, even someone as like Johnny Perfect can step up and play some minutes. I think everybody's prepared for the moment, and yeah, again, like the moment is as big as it's going to get, so I think everybody will be ready.
Myles, how are things different if Tyrese isn't 100% and doesn't play?
I mean, obviously, he's a head engine on our offense and whatnot. He makes a lot of things go, but again, I'm still very confident in our guys that come in and fill the role.
Okay, maybe gone back to the homegrown part this time, starting 24, he's back to what's it been like kind of adjusting to that?
I mean, even the first couple of games, they did the same thing. They just did it at a later time. So I think that, they do a good job of mixing up their lineups. You're not going to see the same lineup, the same time at the same times, every game. So, it's no different than we've seen the first couple of games.
Myles, last home game of the season, regardless of what happens, you've been here 10 years. How you expect that environment to be? And what does it mean to play on this stage in front of these fans and for an opportunity like this to see your season?
Yeah, I think so. I expect it to be the best crowd, that we've had all season, and honestly, just in my years here, just with the moment, what it is. It's just it's not every day you get to go to, NBA Finals game. Something you tell your kids about one day, So, history is something that's literally in the making, as we play that game. So I expect a great environment, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
How are you feeling health-wise? I know we had the cold or whatever. Are you over that or still working through it?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it.
Anything else from Myles?
All right.
Oh, wait, one more.
Oh, what? What's up?
Sorry. You guys got to answer.
Please.
This is the first time in the series of being behind in these playoffs. How you guys do it that in this specific moment?
I mean, you got to play like you're always behind. That's what I like to tell people. So even when we were ahead, we want to have the mentality like we're behind. So that it doesn't change.
Myles, you want to get one before the bench guys, just the reserves all season and how they've stepped up for this group when they've needed to and perhaps might need to again in Game 6.
Yeah, no different than what we experiencing all season long. I expect our guys to come in with the attitude that it's do or die, and I expect everybody to be ready.
What has made that group so effective? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down the roster.
I think that they mirror a lot of things that the starting lineup does, but then they do it with a lot more energy at times. So they bring a different type of energy and focus to the game, and whether we're up or down, they can be. We know we can rely on them like we've been able to do all season long.
Hey Myles, this is the first time you guys are trailing in a series in this playoffs. Does anything change in your mindset ahead of the next game?
So I'm gonna tell you something I told last buddy. We started the series off, with mentality that we were trailing and whatnot. So with that, our mentality, it can't change. Obviously the circumstances have changed, but your mentality can never change.
When you took a look at last game, what were your biggest takeaways from what you guys could improve on?
I mean, the most glaring thing was the turnovers. You can't have 25 turnovers for 32 points and expect to win the game. You do a better job, obviously, controlling the glass and whatnot. I think we won the glass, but they still had 17 offensive rebounds. And then offensively, just more fluidity when playing the style that got us here.
You guys are unbeaten when you go over 110 scoring in this postseason run with or without Tyrese. What do you guys need to do a little bit better? You just touched on it a little bit on the offensive end of this next game.
Yeah, there's more touches. Continue to keep the ball moving. We play at a fast pace. We continue to play at that pace, and just be more aggressive, man. They had 12 more shot attempts than us, so we have to continue to try and get a clean look every possession.
I remember Rick talking to us about how you guys were told about the incoming potential trophy ceremony for Boston last year in the conference finals when they had 3 wins. Has he kind of shared any similar messaging this year about motivating or anything like that?
Yeah, but he shouldn't have to. I think it's just the overall pride and ego, that comes with that.